What's up guys, Adrian back again, and this is another Brute Shoot. Today I'm going over the attack of the CrossFit season, right? And what I mean by that is some things that you can expect that a lot of CrossFitters are absolutely against or really don't look forward to during the season. And one of those things is simply the stress of being a competitive athlete. One of the big things that I like to help my athletes understand overall in the big picture is that sleep is really important. And specifically sleep, not the night before, but the night before is the most important sleep that you'll get in a competitive atmosphere ever, right? Whether you're going to the CrossFit regionals, whether you're going to CrossFit games, or even if it's just you sitting at your house listening to that open announcement and you're about to do the open the next day. Like that night, the night before, you're not gonna get a lot of rest, and it's because you're anticipating so much what you're about to experience the next day. So that means in a 24-hour period before that, you got to get your butt to bed early, and you've got to get as much sleep as you can. So that's point one. In season, sleep is everything. So harvest and or bank as much as you can in the days leading up to your competition, because it's just going to get less and less and less. Those of you guys that are out there that competed at regionals before, games before, you even know that during the several days of competition, it's hard to even get sleep even though you're exhausted because you're so excited and or you're reliving the moments that you've already had. The next thing is that during the 5 weeks, even you open athletes out there right now that are only going to compete in the open, during 5 weeks, are you going to get fitter or are you going to get less fit? There's a good chance you're gonna get less fit. Why? Well, it's simple. You're focusing on the task at hand. Look, I played football until I was about 24 years old. I was fortunate enough to elongate my career a couple years playing some arena ball. And I'll tell you now that each and every year that I was old enough to do strength training prior to the season, so probably like 16 or 17 on, I experienced this slow decline of my overall fitness, strength, and performance in the weight room to sacrifice for my performance on the field. And that meant the deeper and the longer into the season that we got, a lot of times the weaker that I felt on the barbell, the weaker that I felt on the dumbbells. And the rationale is because I'm spending so much more time on the field, applying the skills and the capacity necessary to be great as a running back in the sport that I was playing, that sometimes my weight room performances suffered, right? I would often go into a season and in college around between sometimes a weight of about 215 to 218, and I would finish the season at like 212 or 210, and I would be actually carrying more body fat at the end of the season, right? So I've lost a good bit of lean muscle. I was a little bit slower in my 40 or my shuttle run, but I was playing great ball, right? So the skills I needed were the focus for the season. The same thing can happen with us through the 5 weeks of the open. A lot of people want to continue their training and continue to focus and prioritize that, but the truth is you need to focus and prioritize, one, your recovery, and two, the test. So for most people out there, we're going to hear the open announcement on a Thursday night. You're going to wake up on Friday, do your daily routine. Some of you may attack the workout that morning, some that evening, but we're going to attack it usually on Friday. So then Saturday, what's training look like for you? From my perspective and my advice, if the open means something to you, if you're the person that is vying for that spot, the regionals, and you're going to be a cusp athlete and this means everything to you, you've got to consider getting into the gym, flushing out your system. Maybe we do some skill work that's going to allow you to perform better on Monday with a retest, but really it's still a down or a low volume or a low intensity day. And then Sunday's a rest day where we do some light movement work, and then Monday we give it the best opportunity that we can. Because we're structuring our weeks like this, we're not really going to be increasing our clean and jerk and increasing our snatch and pushing to run a faster mile or do a faster frame within that 5 weeks, but you got to understand that's the trade-off, right? There may be some of you out there that aren't prioritizing the open as much, and maybe you're just hitting it Friday to throw down with your friends. You'll hit Friday night lights, and then yeah, it's great. You can go on with the week as usual. But for those of you that it means something, there's some skin in the game, you gotta consider the way that you're attacking your week and understand that there's gonna be a natural compromise. So will you get fitter at the end of the 5 weeks of the open? Not necessarily, but it's gonna be a great measuring stick for everyone out there to see where our current fitness level is. And for those of you that go on to advance to the qualifier and the masters and the teens, and for the regionals as the individual athletes, you're gonna have a great chunk of time to revamp your fitness and to peak yourself optimally if you're getting the necessary guidance that you should be in order to have great success as the year goes on.